would now like to welcome the Vice Chancellor, Minhaj University, Lahore, Dr. Sajid Mahmood Shehzad, Sitara Imtiaz, as the honorable host of the opening session for the welcome address of the conference. Over to you, sir.
Auzubillahiminash-shaytanir-rajim. Bismillahir-Rahmanir-Rahim. Worthy Deputy Chairman, Board of Governors, Dr. Hussain Mahiuddin Qadri, keynote speakers, paper presenters, respected panelists, guests of honor, worthy deans, actuaries, faculty members of Minhaj University, professional bankers and economic experts, dear students, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of Minhaj University, Lahore, I would like to welcome you all at the 4th World Islamic Economics and Finance Conference 2021. Owing to the COVID-19, this year's conference is being conducted online. We are highly honored and encouraged by your virtual presence at the conference. I wish you all would have been present at the venue, Minhaj University, Lahore. But in fact, we all have been hijacked in the hand of this pandemic. In fact, the journey of this debate started in 2018 when Minhaj University, Lahore ventured on a quest. Rather, please let me say it ventured on a revolutionary quest to bring leading national and international economists, bankers, financiers, executives, businessmen, legislators, and researchers to one platform with the aim to address persistent economic issues of Pakistan and the Islamic world. The conference recommended a counter strategy to address economic crisis caused by poverty, unemployment, socio-economic imbalance, conflicts, and trade barriers. In this regard, the primary scholarly contribution was made by Sheikhul Islam, Professor Dr. Muhammad Tahirul Qadri himself. Based on his highly innovative and progressive concept to bridge up the gaps between various schools of thought to foster global Islamic finance. At the end of the conference, the breakthrough vision of Taqlidul Madahib was presented. In 2019, during Second World Islamic Economics and Finance Conference, among other papers, the idea of Islamic ethics and marketing was put forth by Dr. Hussain Mahiuddin Qadri. On that occasion, 2 books were also launched on Islamic ethics and international arbitration in Islamic finance. Moving on to 2020, we set out to provide a premier interdisciplinary platform for discussion on the empowerment of people and society while using recent developments and innovations as a tool for Islamic economic system. Moreover, we started to dig a little deeper to address challenges encountered in the field of Islamic economics, banking, and finance around the world, particularly in Pakistan, by applying the teachings of Sheikhul Islam. By following our academic culture, we are now witnessing 4th episode of the series of conferences on world Islamic economics and finance. The theme of the 4th conference is Pandemic Crisis, Digitalization and Social Responsibility, and Emerging Role of Islamic Economics and Finance. The conference will utilize the university's strength to focus on the consensus that the Islamic banking and finance industry should be more inclined towards ethical and social concerns than the conventional system. Furthermore, the optimal role of governance, innovative products, and their mechanism is providing stability, and trust will be provided, pivotal part of the main theme, contributions to address research gaps in these areas in particular. Actually, after global financial crisis of 2008, world economic system needed to be improvised. And it was when Islamic economics, banking and finance turned into an engaging area of financial gains and investment. Due to attractive returns and low risks, within a few years, it grew beyond 10% as compared to conventional financial system. Pakistan is now experiencing rapid economic growth after incorporating the system of Islamic banking and finance. In this regard, teachings of Sheikhul Islam are a milestone in nurturing global economy to overcome the religious divide, reduce ethnic friction, and bridge the gaps between upper, middle, and lower middle classes are the basis to strengthen the global economic outlook, absence of which will create a window of vulnerability and eventually explode, causing greater damage than anticipated. Under the leadership of Sheikhul Islam, Professor Dr. Muhammad Tahir al-Qadri, and following his teachings in Islamic economics, let us work together with integrity. We will, inshallah, witness the dawn of economic security and prosperity. While I sum up, I am very confident that this conference is a reinforcement to stimulate further discussion and invigorate responses to inculcate thought-provoking ideas. And after all, what takes us to forward is an idea, a simple, workable, and applicable idea. During this journey from a tiny idea to a complex reality, hope is not an option as we strive to deliver the best of our future in good hands for our men, women, and children. We are to make it possible, and believe me, very well, inshallah. In the end, I take this opportunity to extend my heartiest greetings to all members of the organizing committee, volunteer students, staff, and all sponsors of this conference, that without their support, this conference would have not been possible. I'm also deeply grateful to our collaborators, especially Auditing Accounting Organization of Islamic Financial Institute, Bahrain, Cambridge IFA UK, Microsoft for Startups, PayPal, La Trobe University, Australia, IFEC ISRA, Malaysia, International Islamic Finance Market, Bank Nizwa, Oman, United Bank of Albania, International Association of Partnership, Economics and Finance, Kyrgyzstan, Path Solutions, Finja Global, Canada, Al Mawaqat Islamic Microfinance, Pakistan, International Center of Research in Islamic Economics, Pakistan, and finally, Minhaj Halal Certification, Pakistan. I'm really indebted to all these collaborators. I now officially declare the conference to be open and ready to begin its proceedings. Thank you.